Hello, my name is Mestre, and I am going to dedicate this screencast to language error. In particular, we will analyze error from the point of view of pragmatics, which considers language in use. We will not study grammar or spelling errors, but errors related with register. To do that, we will use Halliday and Hassan's definition of register. They consider it as language variation, a determining factor in selecting the right meaning when we understand it, and in producing the right content when we utter a message. They explain that there exist different types of linguistic situation which depend on these three factors: what is taking place, what is the role of language, and who is taking part in that particular communication. In other words, what is being said, how is it being said, and who is saying it. We will analyze a text produced by a student who was asked to give an opinion about student's life. To do that, we will take into account different characteristics of the text. First, it is an opinion. Therefore, it has a lower degree of formality than, let us say, for instance, an essay. And yet, it is a text produced in an academic context as a written task. So, taking this into account, we will focus on the problems that this particular text presents. So we will first analyze the content of the text and see whether it is the appropriate. Then we will focus on the style and the register produced throughout it. Is the tone chosen for the text the appropriate? Is the language too formal or too informal? Is the vocabulary chosen good for this type of writing? And then finally, the purpose. Does the text respond to the assignment given? Does it talk about something else? Is the topic chosen appropriate for this type of text? First of all, the student explained that she makes her siesta when she gets back home from university. And then, for example, that after class they just go to a bar and smoke some cigars. Finally, she explains that she loves going out on Wednesdays and Thursday night. These three sentences have a problem with the type of information they give to the teacher. The content produced is not the appropriate in this type of text. Secondly, there are problems related with the degree of formality. As we have said, it is a text produced in an academic context, so no matter how informal we want to make it, there are still some rules that need to be followed. For example, she talks about some stuff. Stuff is a completely inappropriate word to be used in this context. Whether, for example, she says, we must be all day studying, but that's impossible. That's impossible. This again is too informal language to be used in this type of context. Finally, there are some problems related with the topic. She was asked to give an opinion, and she chose to give some information that was not appropriate. And then right now she is continuing with this, but she is also deferring to the type of text that she's asked to produce. Just with that, I get really good marks. And then, for example, here, that we should think about our parents, and they're spending their money for our education to be important people and have a good job one day. Here the problem is that she is not giving an opinion at all. She's just talking about her personal moral judgment about what she does and what she should be doing. So in this screencast, we have analyzed language problems related with pragmatics, in particular problems of content, style, and register, topic chosen in an academic written text.